Hey everyone, this is John Coleman. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Friends with Your Benefits. Look, you may have heard that lifestyle spending accounts are very trendy right now, and they're among the hottest topics out there in the benefits world. And you may have heard me mention lifestyle spending accounts or LSAs in some of my previous videos. But today, in order to round it out, we actually brought on Jaclyn Chen, CEO and co founder of a company out there called Benepass. Hey, Jaclyn, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
Hi, John. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, Jaclyn, just to dive right into it, I really want your perspective, right? It's not every day that we're actually talking to a co founder of a company. So, really want to hear your perspective of what it's like to start a company on day one and really grow it to where it is today. So, want to hear from you.
Well, anyway, thank you for having me here. Maybe just a quick overview on
Sure.
Benepass. So our mission is to help companies reimagine how they take care of their people.
Hmm.
Benepass distributes all types of non-salary compensation like LSAs, lifestyle spending accounts, and things like wellness, work from home, family, professional development, all with an eye towards employee flexibility, easy use, and taking care of individual needs. Our software is powered by financial infrastructure that makes it super easy for people teams to set rules, automatically distribute these benefits, and automate a bunch of workflows. I started this company about 3 years ago, and it's been an incredibly fun ride from my kitchen table with no users and no
No kidding.
product. Yeah, and now we serve tens of thousands of employees across more than 60 countries. Our team is about 40 people, and we're also a fully distributed team. It's definitely been, an interesting challenge building a company during the pandemic, but I think also, the pandemic and employees distributing everywhere has also created a ton more need for a product like ours. But it's one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, and I really love being a founder and the leader of this company.
That's really awesome, Jaclyn. So, one thing out there, and obviously when you create a company, you don't create a company just for the sake of creating a company, right? So clearly there was some gap in the marketplace. So what was the gap that you saw in the marketplace? And really, how did you seek to solve those issues that were out there?
Yeah, great question. My co-founders and I worked for big corporate companies in the past, in the early parts of our career. And those companies are ostensibly very benefits rich. But oftentimes, as an employee, I think the experience a lot of us have gone through is a ton of frustration in dealing with the various benefits providers, knowing what benefits you have access to. And all that results in a ton of under engagement.
Hmm.
I remember my very first day of work. I got a paper folder with a bunch of pamphlets on the various benefits and thinking to
Wow.
myself, well, none of these things really fit what I need. So I'm not going to take the time to figure out how to sign up and, promptly toss the folder away.
Sure.
And I bet if you ask any employee what their benefits are, maybe they can name a quarter or a third. Um, but companies spend a ton of money on this. A third
Absolutely.
of total compensation is benefits, and it's other than cash salary, it's typically the second biggest line item for most companies.
Hmm.
So when that isn't producing a compelling package and narrative for employees to join and stay at a company, that's a massive missed opportunity and cost drain. So what we've built here is a system that's powered by modern financial infrastructure that makes it possible to deploy benefits with a 21st century, super intuitive employee experience while giving companies the controls to set direction and, of course, make it compliant. It's absolutely the way of the future. And I truly believe that in 5 to 10 years, every people first company will be partnered with a flexible benefits platform like Benepass.
Interesting. So, one final question for you. And really, if you follow me on social media, you may know that I have two young daughters at home. And I think it's really amazing that we're seeing more and more female CEOs out there actually setting examples of strong, intelligent women. And I think that's particularly inspiring for my young daughters as they grow up. So, really, what is one tip that you would give to young girls and women out there who are really looking to make their mark on the world?
Yeah. I love that. How old are your daughters?
Sure. So my oldest, Alice, she's 6. She's going into first grade, and my youngest, Lily, is 4, and she's going to pre-K.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, great question. What my parents imparted on me is to work hard, set ambitious goals, and that nothing is impossible. I started this company because I wanted to build something from scratch. And I had the ambition of being a CEO. What I didn't expect is that the company would start at my dining room table and I'd be here 3 years later. And it's been a fun challenge to, build the team fully remote. I absolutely love my job. It's incredibly hard. It's been such an eye-opening learning experience, but I can't imagine doing anything else that would be as full of learning as this experience has been. So my advice for, girls and young women who are thinking about, what they want to do with their lives, with their careers, is I would just say follow your passion and work really hard, and forget any naysayers. Of course, it's going to be hard, but
Sure.
absolutely you can do it. And the world, as you said, needs more diverse voices of all types, and especially women.
Awesome. Well, Jaclyn, really appreciate your time and really the insightfulness you brought to today's interview. So thank you again for joining us.
For sure. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
And as always, we encourage you to like the video, share, and until next time, thank you for joining.